Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my student. My name is Afdal. I am a lecturer at Universitas Negeri Padang. Today, the following series is a series of career counseling lectures in which learning video will be delivered by my student from Group 1, namely Alivia Rahmawati, Meysi Firanti, Nadya Nurul and Rizka Salsabila. Let's watch the following video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1. We'll discuss about career and world of work. So in this material, there are 4 topics. The first is the essence of work, occupation, task, and career. Second is human work and career. Third is work structure in Indonesia. And fourth, factors affecting career. The first topic is the essence of work, occupation, task, and career. First is career. Career is the totality of person's work experience or position throughout his life. The career shows the need for training and commitment. It can be said career is a whole job work through life. Next is work. Work is the activities that someone do to fulfilling existing needs such as goods or services and earns payment or wages. Next is occupation. Occupation is a group of jobs that are the same as found in various organizations. Occupation is a group of jobs that have the same interconnected tasks, require the same skill, knowledge, and skills in different organization or institution, are economical in nature, are oriented duties and society. Example like accounting, secretary, teacher, and etc. Next is task. Task is a piece of work to be done. Task implies work imposed by a person in authority or an employer by circumstances. Charged with a variety of tasks, duty implies an obligation to perform a responsibility for perform. Okay, we move into the second topic about human work and career. In the narrow sense, humans need work to live. Humans work to make ends meet and achieve everything they dream of, both physical and spiritual. Not all humans who work are career. However, it could be working as a stepping stone to reach his career. As long as humans work, they may find opportunities to achieve the career that has been planned. The next is third topic about work structure in Indonesia. The employment structure is an indicator that divides the population based on employment status, unemployment, taking care of households, studying, and carrying out other activities. The first is workforce age structure. The concept of labor used in this paper is the entire population aged 15 years and over, without using an upper working age limit, but there is also a tendency as they get older after being unable to be too productive working in the city, they return to their respective villages. Second is workforce education structure. Another important variable to be studied in employment is education. The level of education is one of the factors that determine the quality of the workforce. Ideally, the available workforce in a country has adequate education in accordance with the available work opportunities. But in countries that are still developing conditions, there is usually a mismatch between education and the work they occupy. Workforce education is often measured by the proportion of the workforce based on the education attained. Okay, the fourth topic is factor affecting career. Gilly and Galbraith divided factors that affect career selection into 4 categories that are cultural. It includes culture and social class. Next is social, include references group and family. And the third is personal, include age and life cycle, economic, lifestyle, and personality. And the last one is psychological. It includes attitude, belief, perception, motivation, and learning. The first factor is cultural. First is culture. The most fundamental determinant of person's behavior is their culture. Since human behavior is largely learned, the values, perception, preferences, and behavior of an individual are developed through socialization. This process often involves the family and other vital institutions. Next is social class. Societies exhibit social stratification. The most common form of stratification is social class. Members of a social class share similar values, interests, and behavior that influence the selection of occupation. The second factor is social factor. It includes reference group. A reference group is composed of individuals who influence the attitude, belief, opinion, and values of its member. As a result, this affects the behavior of an individual, which can have an impact on self-concept. Therefore, as an individual begins the process of selecting a career, potential occupations are measured against the individual's existing self-concept to determine compatibility. Occupations which are viewed as being congruent with an individual's self-concept are considered acceptable, others are rejected. This process is known as identification of vocational self-concept. The next one is family. Another social group is the family. This type of reference group undoubtedly plays the largest and most enduring role in influencing an individual's attitude, belief, opinion, and values regarding careers. An individual's personal ambition, self-worth, and drives are often acquired from the family, and this characteristic can greatly influence the selection. Third factors affecting career is personal factor. Personal factor is consisting of first age and life cycle. As an individual matures, his attitude, belief, and values change. Each individual experiences several periods during which needs and interests change. As individuals experience this transition, their career expectations are greatly affected. As an individual grows older, his perceived job self-compatibility becomes more congruent. This narrowing limits the number of acceptable occupations, thus restricting the selection of career area. Second is economic. The economic circumstances of an individual can greatly affect the career area selected. These factors include income, saving and assets, borrowing power, and attitudes towards spending versus saving. Because each of these circumstances can limit or increase the mobility and training opportunities of the individual, they can further affect career opportunities. The third is lifestyle. People coming from the subculture, social class, and reference group may choose to lead quite different lifestyle. The type of lifestyle selected can place additional pressure on individual when making critical career decisions. In addition, differing lifestyle require the selecting of differing criteria from which to measure success and accomplishment. The This also can change the focus of the career decision. The last factor of personnel is personality. The personality of an individual is another factor influencing career selection. Personality describes the organization of the individual's distinguishing character traits, attitude, and habits. The development of an individual's personality is believed to be a result of early preferences for certain activity. Affecting career is psychological factor. Psychological factor include: first is attitude. An attitude describes an individual's emotional feelings about a variety of stimuli. An attitude can alter existing information and filter new data, resulting in an inaccurate view of reality. Attitudes allow individuals to display consistent behavior towards similar events and stimuli. Second is belief. A belief is a descriptive thought that an individual holds about something. Belief may be based on real knowledge, opinion, or fact. The next one is perception. People often have different perception of same situation. This is because we apprehend information through one or more of our five senses: sight, hearing, smell, touch, and taste, and draw conclusions based upon the information we gather. This process is known as a perception. Perception can be defined as the process by which an individual selects, organizes, and interprets information, so it can really affect the career selection. Next is motivation. The first psychological factor which affects an individual during career selection is motivation. Most psychologists believe that at the center of motivation are the psychological and psychological needs which cause an individual to act. Occupational choice making begins when individual becomes aware that occupation can help meet his needs. Occupation can improve career selection. Occupational information also helps individuals anticipate how well a potential occupation will satisfy future needs. So the last is learning. The final psychological factor which affects an individual during career selection is learning. Learning is commonly the name given to change in an individual's behavior arising from experience. When people act, they experience direct and indirect effects which influence their future behavior. For many individuals, career selection is simply the process of acquiring various occupations and hoping that the most appropriate and acceptable occupation is selected. Okay friends, that's all from our video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you!